These gates once belonged to a school in the heart of Phnom Penh. The building became a torture center when the communist Khmer Rouge took power and tortured as many as 17,000 men, women, and children before putting them to death. In its latest incarnation as a museum, it is a popular tourist attraction where thousands come every week to learn about the macabre history of Cambodia firsthand. Much of the museum is preserved as it was found in 1979, but time is now taking its toll, particularly on organic items like the clothing of former prisoners. Until now, they've been stored in cardboard boxes in a forgotten cellar. Textile conservator Julia Brennan say without urgent action, what is left of the clothing will be destroyed by the humidity, heat, dust, and insects. In a former classroom where prisoners were once held, Brennan and her joint US and Cambodian team members have begun efforts to document and preserve the garments left by the dead. The work is being done with a $55,000 grant from the US Embassy.
Clothing tends to be forgotten. It's the ordinary everyday thing that you wear and then you throw away. So people don't look at the clothing as the important thing. They look at the documents and the bones. But the clothing tell the most personal of the stories, and they're the most recognizable. You're not going to necessarily cry or have memories when you see a skull, but when you see a skirt that's the same pattern as your mother, then that's going to bring these memories that are so palpable and that is so powerful. So this is a drawer where we keep a few selected textiles here in our workroom in the conservation lab. And these are examples small from children. And this is a little tiny pink dress. You can imagine who this might have belonged to. It has a lot of degradation on it and dirt and soiling, but it tells the story of one of the children who died. Little corduroy shorts belonging to a little boy. You can see there's a tag that says Bears. So that was a brand maybe back in the 50s or 60s, 70s. And all the little white dots on it are crushed insects. And you can see the corrosion on the belt, on the snap.
Kong Kunteri, who works at the National Museum in Phnom Penh, has joined the team to learn the skills needed to preserve the clothing.
សម្លៀកបំពាក់អស់នេះគឺជាសម្លៀកបំពាក់របស់ជនរងគ្រោះកាលពីសម័យខ្មែរក្រហមអញ្ចឹងសម្លៀកបំពាក់នេះគឺមានសារៈសំខាន់ណាចំពោះមនុស្សជាតិមិនមែនចំពោះតែជនជាតិខ្មែរមួយទាំងមូលទេសម្រាប់ជនជាតិទាំងអស់ដែលរស់នៅលើពិភពលោកអាចឲ្យគាត់បានដឹងអំពីអ្វីដែលសម័យនោះជនរងគ្រោះគាត់បានបន្សល់ទុក
The first step to preserving the former prisoners' clothing is to thoroughly dry them out. The items are put into plastic storage boxes with a desiccant, in this case pellets normally used in the agriculture industry. These reduce relative humidity, which is very high in the tropics, causing mildew and mold.
We loaded this box with a lot of the small bags for carrying grenades and guns and water containers made of cotton canvas. And the RH at that point was at about 60. And 3 hours later, we can see that the RH on the top is 31 and at the bottom is 39. So it's dropped already 25 to 30%. Mold, yes. Tears, yes. Holes, yes.
Brennan said she developed the system during her work in Rwanda. She was asked to conserve clothing found at a church where, in 1994, more than 10,000 people were slaughtered as they sought shelter from murderous mobs from a rival tribe. Later, the clothes are cleaned with a vacuum cleaner or a soft brush, but they are never washed so the dirt, stains, and particles from the past are retained. Next, the clothes are tagged and photographed and entered into the official archive before becoming properly stored to preserve them for the future. Team member Ko Chenda, who works at the Tuol Sleng Genocide Museum, will continue Brennan's work when she leaves Cambodia.
សម្រាប់ខ្ញុំមានការព្រួយបារម្ភខ្លាំងមែនទែនព្រោះអីបើសិនជាយើងមិនមានការទុកដាក់ឲ្យបានល្អខោអាវទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺវាពិបាកចង់និយាយថាទី1បើសិនជាយើងទុកដាក់វាបានល្អវាមានធូលីដីមានសត្វល្អិតទៅលើនឹងខំស៊ីសាច់កណាត់ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងហើយបើសិនជាយើងមានការទុកដាក់ល្អកណាត់ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងវាចាប់ផ្ដើមវាមិនបានល្អដូចដើមប៉ុន្តែវានឹងយើងបានបញ្ឈប់ការខូចខាតរបស់វាហើយយើងបានអភិរក្សវាទុករហូតតទៅទៀត
Brennan and her colleagues will depart Cambodia in a few weeks, leaving the care of the former prisoners' clothes in the hands of a newly trained Cambodian staff who will continue the work.